Hello guys, welcome to U-Graffix, and in this video I'm going to be very short and show you simply how I did this logo finding, F-I-N-D-I-N. So first of all, of course, I wrote the text and found a suitable font for it. I used Arial Rounded, and then I created the location icon. I had to create it myself, and the concept is to make the location icon form a kind of magnifying lens when it is also functioning as the letter I in finding. So this was what I did. This was my way of creating the location icon. I'm making a circle, then making a square and rotating it the way you saw it. I'm placing guidelines at important points. Now I converted the square to curve using Ctrl Q in CorelDRAW and used the shape tool to move the edges of the square to touch the corner of the circumference of the circle. Then I also duplicated the circle to form a smaller circle. I just made this circle using my head. There were no dimensions or anything involved, but then I extracted the letter I before letter N in finding, because that is the one I'm going to use, and that is the place I'm going to place the location pin. So after extracting it, I made sure it was small letter. Then of course I placed it alongside the location icon and resized it to fit. Now as you can see, I'm trying to make the dot of the I to fit into the other circle I created, and when I did that, I resized and made sure everything was fitting. Why I'm doing this is so that at least if I am creating the I from the location box, it should match what from the location pin, it should match what is in the text already. So now I started separating it, cutting out the small circle from the big circle, and creating a hollow with that effect, and then merging the square I already modified into the circle. So I had to push down that top point because it was going to close out the opening I created with the location pin. Then I removed some excess points in the location pin itself. There are some points I didn't need. I made sure that I was removing the right point, so there was a little bit of undo and redo back and forth here and there, just to make sure I am removing the right one. And when that was done, I went ahead to also cut out the part of letter I from the location pin. So we had something like this. You're gonna see it shortly. So we had something like this. Now I'm done with the cutout of the I don't need that anymore, so I don't think I'm coming back to that side. Then I resized the location pin to match with the dot of the I in finding. Then I went to the whole text. First of all, separated each text and then converted the text to curve. Separating the text, I used Ctrl K. It will break apart every text so that words will be broken apart into letters, and you can drag those letters and edit them. And then Ctrl Q, of course, will be used to change the letters to curves, so that CorelDRAW will not see it anymore as letter and it will now see it as curve. When I changed letter I to curve, it was still attached to the dots, so I also used Ctrl K to separate the dots and the I. Then I resized I so that it's going to fit, and as you can see, while watching the whole logo, while looking at the whole logo, you can find out that the eye, the area that the eye and the location pin itself is kind of forming a magnifying lens, so it serves the purpose. And then I adjusted these letters to fit in. I also merged together the eye and the location pin, and then I distributed them evenly so that they will have a whole space in between. And that was pretty much that. The next step was simply to create the colors that I needed for it. So these colors were already specified by the client, so I chose the colors accordingly: the main color for the whole logo and the secondary color for the location pin. I remember initially I told you that I merged the location pin and the eye. I actually didn't, because if I did, I wouldn't have given both of them different colors. So I didn't. I think I only just grouped it. So that is that for finding logo, and I'm glad you like this work. It is a very simple work, and it was done in just about 5 minutes. Watch this video so that you can learn how to create a very beautiful brand flyer for your clients. Thank you, and see you next time.